cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Rapper.
I was Rex with you.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, back in this thing. It's like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledgeito you're not finna get in nobody's collegeito. Make sure you hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Hit that like, hit that hype, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that share button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in. Leave a comment because we're going back to the chili giveaway. So when we get to 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we pick the best comment between now and 31,000 subscribers. And we're going to give you some chili, big dog. So it's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. Once we get 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we let y'all know an exact date and exact time that we will be doing a live to give away that money. You got Cash App, you got Apple Pay, you got Zelle, you got Venmo. Don't worry about it. We're going to make sure you get that chili. Make sure you hit that like button, that comment, that good subscribe button. TNN Trap News Network. We taking it back to the basics, man. Let's jump into this news. What's the deal, y'all? We finna jump into this content. We got Reggie Wright talking about some issues at death row with Snoop Dogg. Let's get into this content and see what's going on.
Snoop recently did an interview with Big Boy.
And if you ain't did so yet, shout out to Bomb First. Hit him with a like, comment, subscribe. Tap in what they tap in. Hit me with a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that hype button. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I hype me up.
Boy. And Big Boy asked him, when you were on death row, did you ever fear for your life? And Snoop said, nope. He said, when I was off death row, I feared for my life because there were death threats. There were people coming to get at me. Because death row, they were bitter. They lost their biggest star, Dre. They lost their second biggest star, Tupac. And then they lost their current biggest star who helped make the label in Snoop. I know you talk about selling the rights and all that stuff, and people that would hear the disses and all that stuff after he left, they may believe, oh, you know, what Snoop's saying has validity. What would you say what would you explain why there was so much animosity with Snoop after you guys, sold his rights to Priority and No Limit?
Well, I'll use the word assign. I'll use the word assigned his rights. Well, Snoop kept dissing, y'all. Snoop sued Sharitha. He took her to court to the labor board. He owed her a bunch of money. Still owe her money. Well, they were dealing with each other because she had put in a demand for some money that she owed him for managing. But that was his way to get out of his contract, so I understood that. But Snoop, there's several diss songs out there. Y'all didn't catch it. Big old whale sitting in cell telling tales. Only reason you ain't got because I ain't sent the word, and all of that. But the only time that we, of course.
Only reason you ain't live because I ain't sent the word. I flip faster than birds. Snoop Dogg, Willem. You better lay low. That's what it is. Okay, got it.
We put his address up in the DVD, gave y'all directions how to get to his house and all of that. We did that. But the problems we had was his own homeboy, Straight D, right? Straight D, and that was the ones on his head. Straight D was the one that was firing shots at his house. Not no death row guys. Straight D wasn't with death row at the time. But, so I find it funny for him to say that.
So that's crazy that Reggie Wright just pretty much put a gun case on Trey D in the middle of the interview.
The one time that we went to talk to him at the Universal Amp, we were going to talk to Snoop. We were going to say, dawg, why you tripping? Why you keep dissing Suge? Why you keep doing that? He the one that thought he had those No Limit soldiers with him and thought they were going to ride against Death Row in L.A. He the one that started that, which he quickly found out. Shit. And he went running like a little dog that got hit by a car to the police. Him and his bitch friend, cousin Daz. They got guns. Yeah, okay. But other than that, he didn't do anything to Snoop that I remember. He was the one writing letters and up there asking, Suge the stop and all of that afterwards. But they had no issues with Snoop other than he was doing slick diss songs. Y'all hear him talking about he was gonna do a fuck Death Row song with Mac 10 or something like that. I think they said they recorded it, they just didn't put it out or something. And so yeah, that's where his mind frame was then.
Now, an F Death Row song could have been epic, legendary, for sure. We would have had something good with that.
And that was just because we were trying to
It
find
would have caused a lot of problems, but it would have been fire. For sure.
distribution for his album. After Dogg Father, nobody really wanted to mess with him. Well, that ain't true, because Def Jam was trying. He was mad because we couldn't work that deal out with Def Jam and stuff like this. But Snoop did what he was supposed to do as far as going and making the money. Tricking people like, I can do it. I can do it without Death Row. And as they got those cease and desist letters, they were finding out he just worked them. But yeah, he was a soul. We could have made it right. Only thing Suge, and I wish I was smart enough to say Suge. No, man, let Snoop be in charge. Let him be the face of this shit. Like he later did with Corrupt by, giving him a title. Suge dropped the ball on that. He should have, but y'all gotta understand what Suge knew. Suge knew Snoop as this weed smoking, mild manner, easy to push up. Those Long Beach niggas was pushing up on him like, oh, y'all wouldn't believe how they had him. So how you gonna have a nigga like that running your shit? Where you were there with wet your panties. Him, DJ Pooh, everybody that was hanging around. I had to put security on all those niggas when their homeboys was checking down. So who are you gonna put in charge? The nigga that I had to send the same guy to protect them when shit went crazy. I had to send security to
It seemed like Reggie Wright just needs to come out with a tell-all book and a tell-all movie, his experiences on Death Row, because he didn't talk about Snoop getting shot at by Trey D. He didn't talk about niggas on homies backstabbing him and snitching up on him and all kind of stuff like that. It don't seem like Reggie Wright is letting up anytime soon.
protect Snoop when his homeboys was checking on him. DJ Pooh, everybody those niggas was messing with.
Yeah, Reggie, it's an interesting point because some would have to wonder if Snoop was given that role back in the day at Death Row had things continued to do well for them, or if they would have just gotten the same fate. But in the interview, also he followed up and said that the way he got around the death threats and all that stuff, and the way he felt protected, was that he went to Minister Farrakhan and got him to put the Fruit of Islam around him. Did you ever hear about that? Did you ever see him with like kind of the Muslim security guards?
Yeah, well, that's true. He did do that on the Midnight Love video shoot. Shaheed and them was there with him. But my two security guards, Marcus and Kenneth, stayed with him. They stayed with him all the way until Kenneth got shot with him in like 2003 or 2004 when Kenneth got shot, after they had left. But he went to Farrakhan and the minister and Shaheed, rest in peace Shaheed, because that was his way for breaking away and getting away from Death Row after we stopped paying him. And so that's what was his get down on that. Maybe he had a plan already in his mind of trying to break away, but it was mainly because after Biggie got killed, and Suge was disappointed with him and said, "Hey man, how you going on TV with Puffy talking about it's okay? You safe out here, Biggie, East Coast and all of that. I squashed the beef." Suge's whole thing was, nigga, you tell that nigga, how can he stop a beef he doesn't start?
Yeah, I can see how that would be contradicting to what everybody else has going on. Everybody else is on demon time and you're not on demon time. That does look a little You feel me?
He ain't got no part of. That nigga don't call shots out there like that. So that's why he went to Minister Farrakhan once he seen Suge position after that. But that had Suge furious, thinking Snoop now because he's away bigger than what he really was. And so that's the truth. But yeah, he did go and Farrakhan son and Shaheed was with us when all of that happened. We were still all cool. Who you think brought there? Milton Grimes and all of that, doing Suge probation violation and all of that. That was Shaheed's his good friend who was Farrakhan's son, who was running everything. And so they were with us. That's when all that Damon Thomas bullshit happened. But I do got to go back to the first original statement that I should have addressed it first. Dre the biggest artist? Dre the biggest? Oh my God, he really kissing Dre ass right now. I could have seen if he said him. But Dre the biggest artist? Okay. Now, we all know that that Tupac surpassed both of them and was definitely biggest artist. Still today. Still today has generated more money than everybody put together.
So with that being said, man, it's a lot going on in Death Row that we don't know about. It's a lot we're going to find out more about. But right now, you got Reggie Wright giving us some tools and views. Make sure you hit that like, hit that comment, hit that get subscribe button, hit that like, hit that hype button. Make sure everybody can see this video. Tap in with the tap in. Y'all know the deal. It's right down to the left. Y'all know the rest. We are gone.
Apollo Jackson.
It's dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Miss it with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 points strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's never outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Miss it with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know what enemies' intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm an aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure, I can take it. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take it. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Miss it with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.